Hello, and welcome back to my house, where we play The Sims 4, and by we, I mean me. Today, I'm going to be building a house for the mermaid sim that I made last time. If you haven't seen that video, make sure you go back and check that out to see who we're building this house for. But, you know, we're at the Key Point lot here in Sulani, and we're gonna go ahead and get started making her home. She's just over there in the water here. I've cheated her money up to 100,000 simoleons just so that we can have like a decent starting amount. But let's go ahead and get going here. Just gonna start off with a really basic rectangle. Okay, great. She's at fitness level 2. How is that? I don't know. Let's raise up the platform, and I want like a stilt foundation. I also want like a nice little porch situation. Let's put the we'll lower that platform. Let's bump that back a little bit. We'll make this a little bit wider, I think. Okay. And I want a deck in the back too. So let's just copy this and put it back here. Oh, whoops. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I wanted to rotate the camera. I'm not the best at this because I haven't really done too much of this. I want it to stick out a little bit like a dock type situation. So we'll just tack that on. And I think that looks pretty good. Maybe we'll raise the foundation up a little bit more. Yeah, I like that situation. Let's see. We need some stairs. I can't believe I almost forgot about stairs. Some stairs here. Let's put them. That's not where they go. Let's go there. And some fencing. If I seem to be going through this a little bit quickly, it's because this is not my first time building this. I had like all of the outside of the house and the landscaping all done, and then I realized that my recording was messed up, so I had to ditch it and start over, which really sucked, but at least now I sort of know what is gonna work for this. So that's a positive. I feel like this is a little bit too, yeah, a little bit skinnier there works. Yeah. Let's get some decking on here, the flooring for the deck, I mean. This is the one that I had, I think. Yeah, because it looks really good with both the stairs and the whatchamacallit. Yeah, okay. All right, let's get this siding up. I was using the teal island living one, which was good. And let's see if I could do this roof better, because last time the roof did not look that great. It was just kind of meh, you know? Let's see. Let's do this. Let's match the pitch of it. No, that doesn't quite match the pitch. That does. Okay. Okay, let's get this roof pattern and roof trim. We'll do the fine one. There we go. I think that looks pretty good. Let's get some doors and windows up in here. This is where I'm not too sure, because I don't think I was super attached to the door that I had. I had the screen door from Island Living, but I didn't really like it. I had this. I mean, I like the height of it, but I don't know about the vibe, you know? I kind of wanted, maybe we could do this one instead. This like slatted door situation. I like that. And let's get the back doors in. Whoops. Totally forgot about that. There we go. Let's get the back doors in. I want like a sliding door. Should I do this one? Or what should I do? I like the height of this. I like that. There we go. Now it's centered. Now let's get some windows. I think on either side of this door, I just want to extend it a little bit with the windows there and there. I think that's fairly cool. I want some openness here. Maybe these? Or which ones? These or these? Oh shoot, I just put the same one down twice. These or these? These or these? I feel like maybe we alternate? 1, 2, 3, like that. And let's change the swatch to match the other windows. Yeah, and then we'll put the wide one on this wall. Would that work? Is that cool? I think that's cool. Let's change this swatch. There we go. And I want like some windows on that side, but maybe, ooh. That could look pretty cool, I think. What do you think? I think I like that. It's very different from what I had before, but I think that works. And then on this side of the house, maybe these a little bit. Couple of these bad boys before swapping on over to. What go. Those skinny ones. Hello. Oh, here. Durr. Oh, I hate Durr. Okay, I shouldn't have said that. I've been hearing that all day, every day for months. And it's just getting inside my brain and I don't like it. There we go. I think that looks pretty decent. Let's get some... I want a circle window up there. Like... a nice... circular... I think that looks cool. I don't think we need anything over that. Maybe some porch lights. That's something that I forgot last time was porch lights. But they are indeed necessary. Maybe porch lights. Maybe these guys. Porch. No, I don't quite like that actually. No, that light box is not it. No. Oh, come on. No. Paper cube lantern? Cube lantern? You know that? I actually like those. I like the cubes. Cubes are cool. Alright, that's nice. Let's get some stuff. Multicore. Where's that like one vent? The circular vent with like that. Here it is. Just for some airflow. Is there like a better swatch? No, that's like a swatch for what we're doing here. Let's move it down a little. There we go. And we need some, like, we also need some wall lights here. Simply because I don't want anyone out on this porch. Maybe these ones will be for out here. We'll have one there and one there. And that could work. Yeah, yeah. What else could we put out here? Oh, you know what? I am totally forgetting the coolest thing. The undeniably coolest thing that I figured out, which was this. Yeah. Okay, I just need to move. Cancel. This needed to be further over. And now elevate. I just thought that this looked so cool. And it does look so cool. love it. Love it, love it, love it. I'm gonna put more of this. Around. And then some of this. Oh, that actually adhered pretty well. Just need to get this guy. Elevate. Can I get a 3.5? Is that gonna work for that one too? Ooh, it is. Okay. I love tool mod. There we go. And I just think that that looks really cool. It maybe doesn't look realistic here. Let me just fill in that gap there. There's a little bit of a gap. Well, let me just fill that in. That one I know is different. Okay, let me just, instead of here, there. Elevate. Okay. Oh, too far. Too far. No. Okay. That wasn't quite right. So this wasn't. Maybe there. And we'll just leave it wherever so that elevate. Oh shoot. I'm really messing up this one. We'll undo that and we'll get rid of that and we'll have it be there, why not? And then we'll figure, this is taking more finagling than I thought it would. All right, there we go. Great. Did that. All right. Now for landscaping. I'm just copying this type of vibe here. All right, so I'm gonna take some terrain paint. We're gonna go into grass and flowers. Take some of this natural oasis. We'll shrink it a little. No, we'll actually go back up to there. And very soft. Just a curve there. And a curve there. No, that's a little too symmetrical. So how about a curve here and a curve here? Kind of like that. Let's just soften up this edge a little bit with this sand and this sand. There we go. Okay. And then we'll just do a little bit of pathing. Not really, but sort of. And then we'll just this texture softened. Soften it up. Soften it up. There we go. A little bit more. There we go. Alright. Now to put in all of this junk. There's a lot of this low-lying stuff there. So let's filter by island living. And go to some shrubs. These shrubs? No, not those shrubs. This grass. Yeah, let's put a bunch of this everywhere. Just to sort of lay stuff out. And put some over here just for later. Flowers. We've got that. No, not that. We've got here. Okay. Alright, and there's some of that with flowers, so we'll just got that here and there. Got some grass happening, so we'll dot that around. Okay. We have this. And that, and we'll do like another. Okay, and let's get some trees in here. Okay. Oh no, we have that lead one, and then we have that short one. No, I don't really want that short one. Do that one. It's not really on this island though, but we'll have that. And I think maybe like one more palm. That's maybe the short palm. Okay, and let's get some rocks in here. Rocks in. I don't need to be singing. Let's put that down. Let's move the camera. We'll put that there. And put this, we'll shrink it down, up. Now we'll all place that there. And we'll have another guy. And we'll all place her there. And we'll move this guy over there. That's fine, but oh, this rock does not match the others. One of these things, it's not like the others. One of these things just doesn't belong. That doesn't belong either. So I think we will perhaps get this guy, rotate it, shrink it, and put it in. And then we need another one of these, I feel. These long ones. And we'll shrink it. Maybe not quite as much. Well, we do kind of need to merge it in. Yeah, that works. And then another one of these. There we go. I feel like think that looks pretty good. Let's set this one up. Let's go back to filtering by island living. Please and thanks. And this one, let's do these. And then some pops of bread too. And some this grass. One not. Okay. And then we'll put this plant in here somewhere. I think back there. That'll work. And then that guy. Also in here, and we'll do that one as well as this one too. Ew. And some ferns. Okay, now for our trees. We'll do, no, not with lights. This palm tree that has lights on it. I don't want the one. And this one. And that one. And we need some rocks. Let's get some rocks in here. I think okay. This one, no, not that one. Let's copy that rock, size her down, smush her in, rotate her, alt place her. No, cancel. And then let's put that in. And also we've gotta put that one in. And then we'll take, no, we'll take that, size that down, shove that in, and we'll just go there until it's no longer clipping. Sorry about that. And here is our completed landscaping. I think it looks pretty good, actually. Oh, there we go. I think it looks pretty good. It's time to start, I think, putting some other stuff out here. So let's just see what Island Living has to offer us. What kind of stuff do we have? We could have a bonfire, maybe. That's a possibility. Fish trap. I could have this canoe. She could have a boat. Maybe a swing set. Let's see. There's an awning. There's some outdoor lights. No. Ooh. An open water ladder. You can add that to the dock. That could be cool. I like that. Let's extend this fencing, actually. There we go. I think that's good. Let's figure out how to like arrange this. I feel like this canopy could be over here. And it could be, ooh, that's cute. So like a beach towel that I could put down? Yes. There is. Let's do this one. Like a beach towel. And let's do maybe a drinks. Drink. I want one of those like drinks tray. Ooh, like this. This Lux drink tray, sugarcane juice. Let's do a sugarcane juice drink tray. Maybe not just on the sand. Maybe like on a end table. Like a nice low end table. Like this one. That could be fun. But let's change the color of this. Yeah, like that. So she could just like chill out here and drink some sugarcane juice. Oh, should I give her the mermaid one? Oh, that might be cute, because she's a mermaid. Ooh, no, I like this one with like the coral on it. So there's that. That's her little sunning spot. We'll put some, I don't really like this. We'll put some of these out near it in case she wants to hang out at night. There you go. This bonfire, I don't think she needs the bonfire. The swings could be fun. We'll just have them like that. And we'll go, this swatch, I think. There you go. I feel like we need something. Like maybe like a bench or something? Oops. Is there like a good outdoor bench? No, I don't know about a bench. Nah. Is there like an outdoor activity that I could put there? Maybe a little campfire instead of the big bonfire. And we can put some, we'll just do some wooden folding chairs around it. That would be cute. Yeah, that could be fun. And then we'll just have this space open. But she does need a mailbox and an outdoor trash can. So for her mailbox, we'll just do the normal one. And for the trash cans, we'll put the outdoor trash can with a lid on it out here, and we'll do like a privacy screen type thing so it can't immediately be seen. Maybe? No, not that. Like a divider? Ooh, we could put up this bamboo divider. That sort of hides it from view. Yeah, we'll do that. And I feel like that is pretty good. It's just like a little trash can hider, which is kind of fun. All right, let's put some stuff on the back deck. I want some like lounge chairs and stuff, and like maybe a little outdoor seating area there. So let's go to outdoor furniture and let's look for those lounge chairs. There's that one. Ooh. Ooh. Could do this blue one. Yeah. I like that. We only need one because she lives by herself. But we could also do... is there like an umbrella or something? There's a table with an umbrella. Which we're totally gonna use here. If I can get a good one, I want like a wooden one. Could do this stripe. Yeah, let's do the striped one for that. For our outdoor eating area. And we'll do more of these. outdoor dining chairs, but is there an umbrella? Oh, there is. It's huge. There we go. So it'll be like that, and we'll have a little side table there. Like a nice little one. Ooh. Could do that one. And I think I want to put like a book on there. It's not like a display, but like a book. What kind of book would a mermaid read? How I Dumped Your Father? Body language. Debug. Books. Wands of Desire. Maybe. I don't know. I want to pick like a good book that a mermaid would read, but I'm not really seeing anything that I think she might want. Huh. Maybe a romance novel. She could do that. All right, I have to take a quick little break, but I will be right back. Okay? So, BRB. All right. Girl, that's your butt. Okie dokie. I am back from my break. I got a fresh drink, some cranberry juice here. And I'm refreshed and ready to go again. I think I want a little rug or something here. Just like maybe like a runner of some type. As sort of a like little mat to go out here. No, I think it's bigger, like a larger type deal. What's this? What swatches do we have? This is really cute, and I feel, whoops. And I feel like we could put two together to make it longer. Maybe gotta center it right. There we go. Doesn't really look like one piece, looks like two pushed together, but I think that's fine. I like that. That's good. What's this? Should I put a little rug under here? No. Like a little woven... like a woven mat or something underneath it. Like this. But like... blue. Kinda like that. That's kinda cool. Like a nice blue woven mat. Oh, let's put another mat under here. Ooh. Let's make this a little bit smaller. And we will change the color. Blue? No, not that blue. This grape, maybe. Grape. This gray, perhaps. That's nice. What else can I put on this little table? Maybe another drinks tray. But instead of the sugarcane juice, this Lux one? No. Let's just do this decorative one. Like that. Okay, yeah, I think that looks good. Maybe a little trash can out here. Well, maybe, hold on, hold up. Sorry, that was a very dramatic sigh. Let's just get rid of that. Let's push that back. Let's just make this a little outdoor feature here. And let's put the outdoor trash can on the deck, because I was thinking of putting like an outdoor trash can here. Because in The Sims, okay, I'm not really going for realism right now because I know that like realistically you'd have to like put it out at the curb or whatever to get it picked up. But in The Sims, it just kind of disappears. As long as it's an outdoor trash can. So we'll just put it there. And I feel like it'll work. Yeah. I kind of want to put string lights around here. What do you think? Let's do some string lights. That's cute. Are there colors? No? Okay. No, that's not gonna work. Are there other ones that would be better? Well, not quite what I was thinking there. Maybe... No. Okay, let's go to inside lights and we'll find some string lights there. Maybe we can put them on the fencing there. Oh my gosh, this actually has to go down a little bit more. Sorry, I just noticed that. this. Native. No. Oh, that's actually part of that. Never mind then. This is part of. Okay. Never mind. My mistake. Let's go back to our string light hunt. No. Is it in Waldecor? The ones that I want? Do you know what I mean? By like the lights that I want? Like the cute ones? Okay, no, not those. I just sounded so upset when I said not those. You know, let's go back to the outdoor lights. Let's go back. And I think we can make some of this work. I think we can make... It's a little too... What if I go inside? Doesn't show in. Oh, it doesn't. Okay, that's pretty cool actually then. It's not quite. Okay. This is clipping. This is clipping, so like I don't. And to have it like connect, I would have to have the post like right there. But it needs to be right there. But if I shrink this, it doesn't quite reach. It would have to be right there. And maybe I could do that. Maybe I could just like make it, no, because that's a half tile. No. Okay, that's not gonna work the way I want it to. So I just kinda have to... I have to figure it out, I guess. I feel like these are all the same. Does that work? I feel like that actually might work. No. No. It's gonna look a little weird merging with the wood there. But I actually think that that works. Yay! Oh wait, no. No! It doesn't go quite all the way to the wall there. I would have to have it be here. Which I think I can do. It's not perfect, but nothing ever is. And we've got some lights. Let's see what it looks like at night. That looks kind of cool. Kind of like that. Alright, that's the porch done. Let's get this one done. We need like a rug welcome mat type situation there. I think we did a good job with the other one. We gotta do a good job with this one too. And I like the idea of like a large mat like this. And this blue one could work, I feel. Yeah, let's get like a porch plant. Or like a sculpture or something. Ooh, that could be fun. Sculpture. Not that. Clonk. Yoinkers. Maybe no sculpture. Maybe no sculpture. Yeah, maybe no sculpture. Yeah, let's do a plant. Let's do a plant. Gotta find a good one though. Something. No, not that. Something good. Something cool. Something islandy. Something that feels like it fits. Is there anything that feels like it fits? I'm a little bit at a loss here. Here's these palms. Maybe. Ooh, there's this. I kind of like that. There we go. That's cute. Yeah, I don't think we need too much on here. I think that's good. I think this is a great outside. Now we have to do the inside, which I'm not always great at. So we need a bedroom, a bathroom, kitchen, and dining. I feel like this might be the most logical spot for the bathroom, which kind of stinks because that messes up my window placement. But I can just get rid of this window. And I would have to get rid of this window too because I don't want that kind of window in the bathroom. I would only really want like this kind of window in the bathroom. So if I just did 3 of these, I feel like it would give off a similar effect on the outside, perhaps? Yeah, okay. With that added privacy there. Okay. Alright. That for the bathroom is pretty good. I feel, should we do open concept for the rest of it? It's kind of small. No, I feel like I'll do some walls just for like doing stuff. Maybe I guess. Oh, that's a tiny bedroom. I am bad at layouts. This is... No bueno. Muy mal? I don't know. Maybe we can fit anything? No. This is something for sure. What, like a very narrow galley kitchen there? Or maybe these doors can't be centered. Maybe they need to be offset slightly. So that the bedroom can be more logical? That's not logical. That's ginormous. Okay, let's... Let's think about this. Maybe instead, the bathroom is maybe the bathroom is here, right? Stick with me, stick with me. We can get rid of that. We can move, whoa. Two of these windows over here. Get rid of that window. Copy this window. Put that window back over there. And center this window. What does that look like outside? Okay, that doesn't look bad. And then the bedroom is here. Still pretty big, but not offensively so. Maybe? And then we could do something with kitchen and dining and living here. Okay, let's get some doors in here. For the bathroom, let's do the sliding door. Why not? And for the bedroom, we could literally just have like an open archway into the bedroom. But like a different archway. I don't want like a big archway though, but like a different big archway. But we'll do like wood. Yeah. Yeah, and it'll be like a big archway type situation. With curtains. Let's get some lights in here so I can see what I'm doing. That would be nice if I did that, I think. These are just temporary lights so I can see what's happening. And let's get some flooring and stuff in as well. Goodness gracious. we'll do continuous flooring here. And then we'll do some tile in the bathroom. Ooh, this is kind of cute. I kind of like that. That's kind of fun. I like that. We'll do that. And then for wallpaper, I don't know what I want. Should we do banana leaves? No, that's not oceany enough. I think I want something oceany. That's not quite oceany. Maybe this. Ooh. This could remind her of being underwater. Maybe. And then her living room can be a little bit more like tropical. Can we just have the banana leaf with like a brown? No, it's like it has to be with a white. I don't like that. Maybe we do some paneling. Or this paneling. Yeah, I feel like that paneling. And let's do some like tile for the walls. In here. Is there like a matching tile to this? Like, what's the floor here? What did I use? It's from For Rent. Is there like a For Rent wall tile? No. I'm just gonna have to use a white tile, I think. So like, it's gonna have to use a white wall tile. That's not it. Maybe this? That could work. Alright, let's see, where? Maybe kitchen along here? Let's see, kitchen. Kitchen, counters. I really like the snow escape counters. I know they're not like tropical, but they should work. Right? Right. How is she gaining fitness? I'm gonna have to cheat that somehow. Let's get this island happening. I like that. Let's get a stove. We'll get the snowy escape stove. Why not? And then the sink, we'll do that sink for sure. How about instead of the end piece, we put the fridge? Refrigerator. refrigerator. Okay. And this fridge, is it usable if I do that? Should be. It does clip into the wall slightly, which I am not the biggest fan of. But if I just scooch it over, there we go. Oh, that should work. Well, there we go. That's kind of better. Do we need some upper cabinets, maybe? Let's see. Do we have upper cabinets for Snowy Escape? I don't think we do. Interesting. Should we arrange it? Nah. We should do a fire alarm though. Yeah, we'll do that. There we go. We got those basics down. Oh, we need some bar stools for the thing. For the whatchamacallit. For the island. These ones look kind of strange. I don't think they fit here. But I do want ones with a bit of a back, because like these... No. This one... No, this one... This one works. I kind of like that. And then that's like kitchen and dining in one. So let's do living room. We'll have them walk right into the living room. I don't know if I really like that. But we'll like make sure to leave a section there for cool stuff like that. Maximalist. No. Could do that. Don't know if I like that though. This is kind of cute. We could do that. We could do this one. No, I don't really like that for this one. We could do this. Okay, we got some options. Maybe not that one. Maybe back to the normal bedroom. This one. Okay. This could work. Let's change up the color swatch though. To that. And then this love seat could also work if we change the swatch. Maybe that? Or yeah, I think to that maybe. Actually no, we won't do that. We'll do some chairs. We could do this. We could do the island living one. Let's stick with the island living. Let's take a look at these swatches. Is there one that I feel like that one matches the color the best? And then we would put like a coffee table and then a TV stand. What should we do for the coffee table? There's this circular one. It's humongous though. There's this glass one that could work. And then there's this one. I feel like the glass coffee table for the coffee table and this for the TV stand, because the TV doesn't have to be huge. It can be like small. I mean, she's a mermaid. How much TV is she really going to want to be watching? Okay. Let's get a nice long accent table to go here as sort of like an entryway table. What? So cool. No, not for her. This one? No. No, that's a snowboard. This? I feel like this one would work. Let's just change the wood swatched. No, I actually think I liked the original one. It kind of popped out a bit more. And let's put a rug. Like a nice big square rug, or rectangular rug. That could be cute. And a smaller one? Yeah, they do have a smaller one. I feel like that fits better. And let's bring a little green into the space. Why not? There needs to be something here. Like a plant. Like a nice big plant. Let's pot a tree, perhaps? And this snake plant. Let's do that. That looks pretty sea breeze-ish, sea-ish. We'll find some clutter to clutter that up. We need a rug to go under here, though. Something that'll complement. Maybe the matching, but in blue. I feel like that works. Let's place it. There we go. And now for the bedroom. She needs like a nice, pretty oceany bed. No, not that one. Not that one. I actually think the for rent one is gonna work really well. It's got this blue. Maybe we'll just go with the white and then we'll do like the accents and stuff. Ooh, but we could do the canopy lights, I think. That would be so fun. And like the, what color? There. I think that'd be cool. I think that's cool and fun. The canopy lights. And then like a little bench for her to sit on and just hang out. Yeah. Maybe a little trunk at the foot of the bed. Not the trunk of secrets. This ornate. No. Well, maybe. They place it there and then. No, there's nothing. Huh. Maybe we won't be using that then. Isn't there like a accent table that looks like a trunk? Yeah, it's a TV stand that looks like a trunk. We'll do that. Yay! That's cute. Now she needs some nightstands. What? Ooh, this is cute. I'm just going fancy dancy what I think is cute now. Which, whatever. She needs like a dresser of some kind. Or something. No, that's not nearly... You know what? There we go. This is her dresser. I wanted the trunks at the foot of the bed. Because they give very shipwreck, treasure chest type vibes. And there are some. There we go. Plus, that's her dresser. Now she needs a mirror. And I feel like either in that corner or that corner would be best. Just this giant mirror fit. No, that's too giant. Cute, and maybe like a bookshelf in the corner here. That could work. Like a nice little bookshelf. Kind of skinny. Yeah. And let's change this. Ooh, that's a nice color. There we go. So we've got the furniture. We need a rug in her room. She needs a rug in her room. Maybe this island magic rug. Maybe not in that swatch because that's kind of a... I don't like the gray in the back. No. Maybe this rug? What swatches are here? could do that. Okay, I feel like that could work. Alright, now I gotta get the basics in for the bathroom. Shower, toilet, sink? Yeah? In or out, outdoor shower. Maybe she should have one of those. Tub? Bathtub? Perhaps she should have a bathtub? And then the toilet and the sink? Maybe? Toilet and sink. Huh. Sink? The lava sink. Is there a matching toilet? No, there is not. But there's this fancy one that we could maybe swap the swatch so that the swatches match. Maybe. No? Okay. That could work. And then if I wanted to do the outdoor shower, we could perhaps have it over here so that when she gets out of the ocean, she can take a little rinse off. Right? Oops. Not what I wanted to do. Oh, but that does remind me, I have not saved once throughout all of this. There we go. An hour in, and this is the first time that I've saved. Now I think the last thing that I have to do is like decorate and clutter all of this. So let's start in the kitchen. We're gonna need at least one counter free, and I think that'll be our free counter over here, or maybe the island one. We'll see. But let's go to the kitchen and go to miscellaneous decorations. And let's search for some good stuff that could go in a kitchen. Okay. I know I'm like scrolling for forever, but ooh, a mortar and pestle. I'm just gonna start pulling out stuff that I like, and then we'll rearrange it later. So when I come across something I want, maybe I'll put this in the living room later. I'll just put it out. That could go somewhere. Let's just go to clutter. She's gonna need sunscreen somewhere, probably in her bedroom. Maybe this tiffin somewhere. Perhaps stack of ceramics. I just need some like good kitchen-y stuff that like doesn't look too industrial and like funky, you know? More plates, tea canisters. What else? What else? What else? Pitcher of utensils. Could be, could be, could be. What else? What else? What else? What else? A jar ghost? No. Maybe not this. Maybe not this build. Objects by function. We'll go to decorations, miscellaneous, perhaps. What kind of like kits or things could I have that would? Cozy kitchen kit? No. Country kitchen kit? Is there any cluttering? Let's do show all. I would think that like the country. Okay, we've got a flour tin. We've got a bread box. We've got some apples. But that's about it. Okay, let's start organizing this stuff. I know that we gotta put some stuff on these shelves. Something in these pots could go on this shelf. This pot could go on this lower shelf. Let's change this swatch. This can go over here. Well, that's for that. This is the dishes shelf. These tea canisters can go here. This mortar and pestle can go down here. That's already slotted there pretty nicely. This Tiffany's gonna have to stay here. Okay. Let's go back to the kitchen. Stuff. Kitchen, kitchen, kitchen. Let's get rid of. Let's do that, and let's get rid of that. Any kitchen appliances that I think she could... Oh, let's give her a copper bowl. That could be fun. Could give her a ceramic teapot. That'll go down there. And maybe a hot pot. That could be cool. And then I think that's about it. I don't like these apples here. Let's go back to these decorations. My drink's empty. Let's see. I'm not that great at cluttering is the thing. Like, it's not something that I think that I'm particularly good at or gifted in or anything. I think it's just not my deal, you know? Not something I'm great at. There are some like people who are like fabulous at cluttering. I aspire to be like them. But I'm just not there yet. Will I ever be, is the question. I'm acting like it's so sad and tragic, but it really isn't. I just need to build more so that I can get better at building. Goodness gracious. This is taking 5 ever. Like forever, but more. Where's the stinking stuff? Alright, well, you know what? We're gonna... This is not cooperating nicely. Okay, I'm just gonna leave it like this for now. We'll just pretend like she's super organized. Let's go into this area. Let's have her have... Ooh, the bathroom tray could go in there. She can have this tray. There we go. And then she do... What could she do? What on earth could she have? Maybe a... Is there a remote in debug? There is. We'll put a TV remote there. That's good. Okay. See? Nice and clean. Key? Phone? Keys? Okay, let me just go back to clutter. Because I thought that there was an item that was like keys and phone, and it's like a clutter item. So we could do that once I find it. That would totally work. Got that. We can have no. Just like a basket there for storage could work. To make the other thing. Is there like nail or something? Which she can put. I don't know. Mail. Letters? Letters by the pile. Okay, yep. She's got some unopened mail there. Cool. And then we need like a painting, I think. Or something above this deal. Something oceany. Something oceany. That's cool. We could do that. Is there like a... Yeah, there we go. That's beachy. And then I think like a big plant or a big lamp. I think like a nice standing lamp there could be good. Ooh. No, that doesn't fit. So like a standing lamp. Yeah, and then a plant next to the lamp, I think would be good. Like that, but like, let's all place these so that they look. There we go. That looks pretty decent, I think. Maybe like a painting or a wall decoration or something up there. Something like a, ooh, an underwater photo. There we go. And then we can change these to be of different things. That's pretty cool. I like that. Ugh. That's pretty good. We need something here and here. This area and that area. Maybe a bookshelf here. Or maybe not. I don't know. Bookshelf, bookshelf, bookshelf. Shelf of books. Book, shelf. Shelf for books. Shelf with books? Shelf. Shelf. Maybe this fabricated bookshelf, and then we can put books on it. Yeah, that could work. But what are we gonna put here? Should we put like a little mini desk? Would that hinder the door? I tested it. Whoops. I tested it, and having a desk there does not hinder the door. So I am totally gonna put a desk there with a nice desk chair. Or just like a decent desk chair. Blue one, and then a computer. Computer. Compute the computer. Computer glasses. Oh gosh. The regulation station. We'll put the cutest one. That's the cutest one. Let's put some art or something above there. Another underwater photo. Some cute fish. I think that's good. Yeah, I think that's good. Let's go into the bedroom. So for some clutter on the dresser, we already have some makeup and some sunscreen. Let's put the sunscreen by the makeup. So that it looks like it's part of it. There we go. Should we put a clock? No. Oh, that's kind of cute. But it's very much so the escape. Just do a little baby plant. Or should we do like a nice giant potted palm? I think we need to find a place for that potted palm. Oh, these one's little faces are so cute. Okay, she can have that. And I think that's good enough for that. What is she gonna have on her nightstand though? Ooh, let's actually, instead of that nightstand, let's give her a fern. And then I only have to clutter one nightstand. That's a nice little bonus for me. I only have to clutter one nightstand. On her nightstand, let's give her another quill. Some tattoo ink. No. Cute little octopus to take up the whole thing. Now he's gonna size down and we'll alt place it. Cute. What else? What else? This little book stand thing. No, this. Okay. That could be cute. And maybe some nail polish, because she does have painted nails. There we go. That's cute. And that's her bedroom. I like that. We just need to get this pillow sorted. And then I think that might be it. There we go. There we go. Okay, I think that's... Oh wait, I need to do the bathroom. Huh? I thought I was done. You thought, girl, you thought. I don't need to do too much, I don't think. Surfaces, shelves. Let's do this very basic. Okay. I'm just gonna go ahead and duplicate this stool thing. Scissor down. Alt place it right there. And then that guy can snap to it. And be really cute. Okay. I need a mirror in the bathroom. Completely forgot about that. Whoopsie daisy. And then I need to fix the lighting. So, the mirror. And then I need to put in the for real lights instead of the fakey faker lights. So let's do the lighting. We'll go down to ceiling lights. And ooh, I know. These lanterns are kind of cute. Maybe there in the living room. What else? These wicker ones in the kitchen could be cute. This pendant light trail in the bathroom, perhaps. And then maybe just like a tiny saucer light in the bedroom because that's it. Okay. We'll change the color. Alright. I think we're done. So let's just do like a little overall tour. This is the front of the lot. We've got our landscaping, our little campfire area, swings, a boat. Well, let me change the color of this canoe here. Yeah. Well, no. Yeah, just that. Okay. Swings this. A little sunbathing, relaxing area. Her back deck with an outdoor shower, a ladder down. Really cool, really cool. And then I'm not gonna go into like cinematic mode or anything because I hate when people do that. This is our entryway, living room, kitchen, bedroom, and bathroom. Thanks so much for coming along to watch me build this house for my mermaid sim. And I will see you next time. Bye!